Hi there, and welcome back to Derriere Farms. Today, we're going to look at variable width spreaders and sprayers. In this example, I'm using the Coverland spreader, which is a mod from Giants, and it essentially functions exactly like, if we look for fertilizer spreaders, the Amazon that comes with the base game. The only reason I prefer this mod is it holds more fertilizer than the other one does. So for slightly bigger fields, it makes more sense. Okay. If you've used these spreaders or any of the sprayers, you know that you can change the width at which they spread or spray at simply by pressing the Control Z key. And you can see the width going down, the spread width going down to 15 meters, which is the minimum. And press Control Z one more time, and it goes all the way back to maximum. One thing to note is if you change it to, say, 21 meters, and you press H to have a worker take over, it automatically defaults back to the 42 meter maximum spread width. So this is something you want to do when you're driving. I tend to use this more when I'm finishing up a large field and I want to clear up, say, the angles, because, well, if we look at a field, like this one, the spreader tends to leave gaps if a work is taking care of it. So what we want to do is we want to set this up next so that we can spread either left or right and still be able to adjust that spread width. So again, back in the menu, you want to look for your keyboard controls, and then you want to look for deactivation left partial widths, activate left partial width, deactivate right partial widths, and activate right partial width. Give me a second to think of something that makes sense in my mind, and then we'll bind in our keys. So I'm going to use the control button to deactivate, or the right control button to be specific, and I'm going to use the right shift to activate. So, deactivate left partial width, I'm going to do Control L, and then Control Shift, right shift L. So we have our left partial widths bound to that. I'm going to do the same now. Right Control R. And then right shift R. I figure using the L and the R keys are the easiest way for me to remember the left and the right side. So now we've set our key bindings. In case you missed it, it's very simple. You highlight that, and then you press the key combination you want, and it sets it. So let's exit out of this menu, and you'll see at the top left of our help menu, we now have our key binding set. Alright, so to get ready to spread this field, we're going to turn off our left partial width. To do that, we want the Control L keys, we bound that. And on the left side, you'll see it's going to spread 0 meters. On the right side, it's going to spread 28.5 meters. To return to full spreading, easiest thing to do is press Control Z. and that sends you back to full spread mode. So let me go ahead and we'll get rid of the left side again. We'll turn on our spreader, see it's only spreading to the right side. And it's a little, didn't cover quite as much ground as I thought it was going to cover. But you can see quite clearly it is spreading nicely to the right side and the right side only. Since we only have a tiny bit left in this field, we'll use the right side command, so Control R, and we'll decrease that to 15 meters. Should be plenty for what we need left to cover. And there you go. That's all there is to it. We are quickly covering our field. Very handy. Like I said, depending on the fields you're working in and the various shapes. I'll just bring that forward a little bit and turn off our spreader. So that's the fertilizer spreader taken care of. Let's double check and quickly make sure our key bindings worked. We'll take this back to the shed. Now I'm just using the grass field because I'd already rolled half of it, and that's the cheapest and easiest way because it just uses diesel costs. And here is our John Deere, already hooked up to the sprayer from the herbicide demonstration the other day, or how to control weeds. And as you can see, the key bindings are there to deactivate and activate right and left partial width on the sprayer as well. That's all there is to it. Simple as pie. And it's something I know a lot of people have been talking about. I've seen it asked in the Steam forums and the Giants forums. So hopefully this helps you out with your spreading and spraying. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section. And don't remember to subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when I post more how-to videos. Take care, and remember to keep it between the rows.